my connection to Emily Henry, and I love it so much. I have books literally everywhere in this book room, so I just have to look through it. I think they're gonna be summery because yellow is summery, right? I see one that has been on my TBR for so long. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. Welcome to one of my most favorite videos to do of the entire month ever. Last month I did it quite late, and I'm doing it a week late at this point, but that's okay because we still have a ton of July left. That is our July TBR. We have been using the advent calendar, also a random number generator, and there are also prompts in here. So we're using all of the methods to curate, if you will, the absolute best TBR that my library can have. You know? I also have a ton of books on my couch over there that are included in this. Let me just show you. Like, that is a lot more books over there that I gotta put away. If we pick them, then they'll get their spot on the bookshelf, but I just simply am running out of room on my bookshelf. If you haven't seen one of these videos from me before, yes, I know, Christmas in July, if you will, we have been using an advent calendar. So basically there are 12 book titles and 12 TBR prompts in these 24 little drawers. I'm gonna use a random number generator to pick a number from 1 to 24, and then we're gonna pick that number drawer that comes up, and that is gonna be the book that's added to our TBR. I really like this method because it lets me read books that I want to, like with the TBR prompts. Like I can like make my own TBR and it's not just decided for me. But books that I never tend to when I'm like being a mood reader, as I always am, are also in these as just like book titles. So I am forced to read them, and that is what we want because I'm trying to get through my physical TBR. I think the video coming out next week is gonna be like ultimate book video, and in that video I have like a 17 book haul. I really need to start getting through my physical TBR. We are going to pick a total of 8 books in our physical TBR because I feel like I read maybe around like 5 to 7 a month. At least like if you pick 8 books, it gives me a good range to pick from. That is what we were doing today. I think this AHA Slides is one that worked for me before. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Let's screen record. Here is our number wheel from numbers 1 to 24. And we are just gonna spin it and see what we get. It is the summertime, so I am looking to get through a lot of my summer romances, my summer reads. I have a lot of TBR prompts in here that are, oh my goodness, it's so loud, that are, I forgot what I was saying. Wow, so rude of this wheel to interrupt me. Anyway, I'm looking forward to summer books. So our number that we chose is 4. So in our 4th drawer, little reindeer. I think it's a prompt. Oh, okay. Very brief prompt. It says a trilogy. So I am gonna take this to mean a book in a trilogy, not the entire trilogy. This is actually perfect because I am really wanting to get through. Also, oh my god, I keep looking at my 4th wing, and Iron Flame up here, and Onyx Storm just came out. Not come out. Oh my god, I wish. Onyx Storm, just the cover was just revealed, and I am so excited. Anyway, a trilogy. I've been really wanting to get through my trilogies because I am in between quite a few. I'm actually finishing up reading Finale, which is the last book in the Caravel trilogy. I'm also going to the Prison Healer trilogy, and also Shadow and Bone trilogy. Sorry that I'm like talking to you as I'm not even looking at you. Very rude of me, but I'm trying to get this out. Okay, we're gonna put the whole thing out. So I think the book we're gonna pick is gonna be from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I have only read the first one, so we are going to pick the second one. This is Siege and Storm. It's a young adult dystopian book. It came out a while ago. It actually is a Netflix series as well that my boyfriend said he loved, and I've been waiting to get through this trilogy and also the 6 of Crows duology before I read that. I do really like the first book, Shadow and Bone. I feel like it was a cool, interesting magic system, interesting world to get into, the Grishaverse. The writing was very fast-paced and easy to understand, probably because it's YA dystopian. Also, this type of read is giving me like ocean vibes. So it's perfect for July. Let's put them here and hope it doesn't fall. Siege and Storm, our first book. Love it. We are going to spin for our second book. I'm sorry if you hear the air, it's like right behind you, but it is very hot in New Jersey at the moment, so I need the air on. It's so loud. 8! We got number 8. Okay, here is our 8 drawer with a star. Let's see, it looks like, oh it's a title. Book lovers. Yay! Okay, so I am finishing up reading Funny Story by Emily Henry. One of my favorite authors ever. If you watch my top book recs of all time video, I talk a lot about my connection to Emily Henry, and I love it so much. So I started People Meet Me on Vacation. I think I didn't finish it because I got it through Libby and then the hold lapsed. So I have not read People Meet Me on Vacation, but this, besides People Meet on Vacation, is the last book of Emily Henry's that I have got to read. It is one of her older books, but it's an Emily Henry book, and I'm sure I am going to absolutely love it. So it also takes place in the summer, which I think is perfect for summertime. This just sounds like me already. It says Nora Stevens' life is books. She's read them all, and she is not that type of heroine. How do I say that word? Not the plucky one, not the laid-back dream girl, and especially not the sweetheart. But she's also a literary agent. So she agrees to go to Sunshine Falls in North Carolina for August. Then she meets Charlie. It just seems like such a fun summer book as well. I didn't even know what it was about, except that it was called Book Lovers. I kind of like going to Emily Henry books lines. I just know a little bit of the plot because I love her writing so much. I love her quotes. I love to just experience it for the first time without any spoilers, so I like going to it blind. So we're gonna add Book Lovers onto our July TBR. Let's put our third one. Okay, this year is going by insanely fast. I cannot believe it's already July. Like, who let that happen? Okay, 19. I feel like we're in a good range this time. 19. Here is our number 19. It is a book, The Legacy. I am actually quite excited that this one was picked because I have a video in mind for this book. Let me go get it. So this is The Legacy by Elle Kennedy. It is the last book in the Off-Campus series. I got the newly printed version. I have book 1 to 3 in the old versions and book 4 to 5 in the new version, just because that's just the timing that I bought them. This is actually a novella novel. So it's like a collection of the 4 couples that we meet throughout the Off-Campus series. What happened afterwards, after their book, what happened then. And it seems like they're all in different stages of their coupleship, a wedding, a proposal, an elopement, and a surprise pregnancy. So one of our favorite couples we know from Off-Campus are involved in one of those things. I get to read about it, and I think that's so fun. That is The Legacy. These new covers are quite cute and adorable, and I love them. So yeah, if you don't know, the Off-Campus series is a hockey college romance series, and I think it's kind of older. I really like the first one and the third one. I was met on the second one and the fourth one. It'd be cool to just go back into the Off-Campus world and we see our characters. So we're gonna add The Legacy, and like I said, I have a video idea in mind for that book, so that's perfect. Next, we are going to do our 4th book. Oh my god, I have to sneeze and I feel like it's coming back because it went away. I'm gonna turn this down. Number 9. Here is number 9, our first one in the second row. We have a title, and yes, I messed up on it, but it's okay because you can still read it. We have Heartstopper. Yes! I've been wanting to read this series for so long. I have the 4 Heartstopper books. Can't see them, but they're down there, and I've been waiting to get into this series because it's interesting because it is a graphic novel, actually. It's told in pictures. And I've never read a graphic novel before. It's a male-male character romance, and it's also a Netflix series. I think it's Netflix series now. It has gotten a lot of great reviews. It's apparently extremely cute. I think that just the graphic novel part of it is just so fun and interesting to me. The 2 guys, one is, he's a rugby player, and then another is a soft-hearted and shy boy. Oh, that's so cute. So we're gonna add Heartstopper, and like I said, very excited. First graphic novel, and I actually have, if I can get it up here. Oh my god, it's heavier than I thought it would be. I have. Thank you to my brother. He got me this for Christmas, but it is the Demon Slayer, the entire collection of Demon Slayer. And if you don't know, Demon Slayer is a manga, and he got me the whole collection. And I also have watched the anime series up until me and my boyfriend caught up. I feel like Heartstopper is gonna be a good introduction to my first manga series. So I just wanted to show that little fun fact that I have that huge Demon Slayer box up there at all times. So yeah, that is number 4. Number 5. I am hoping for a summary book. Let's see if we can get a summary book because I'm looking forward for one. 6. Okay. number generator likes the teens a lot. It never really picks teens, I feel like. Here's number 6. A book with a number in the title. I feel like we've had this prompt before quite a few times. Honestly, the way that I pick the TBR prompts in here is I have my like TBR prompt jar that we used last year. I just randomly pull some TBR prompts from it every time I set up for one of these videos. So I think some are repeated. I see one that has been on my TBR for so long, and not even just like my physical TBR, but like in these TBR videos I picked it several times. I just haven't read it. Also, if it's not up already, my mid-year physical TBR is coming soon, so you'll see all the books that I'm choosing from soon. Oh, I found one. I found 2. We're not gonna pick Binding 13. We're gonna pick one of these. This says One Last Shot and this says One Star Romance. They're both like books that I picked up relatively recently. This book is about a summer in Italy, and this book is about a writer who is forced to walk down the aisle for her best friend's wedding with the reviewer that gave her book a 1-star review. So both romances, but like I said, I'm looking for a summer romance, so I'm thinking about picking One Last Shot. I think I'm really gonna enjoy this book. This is a second chance romance between Emerson and Theo. They met as teenagers, they were inseparable. When they finally expressed their feelings to each other, they were separated, and now it's 10 years later. Emerson is a supermodel. She realizes that her and Theo made a pact, like in 10 years if we're not married, we're gonna get married. So then she meets up with Theo again, and that is where the story develops from there. And also, I am like big on like font. I don't know why. It helps when I read books that I really enjoy the font, and I really enjoy this font. I don't know if you can even see what I'm talking about, but it's like not your typical Times New Roman. It's like the font that I have on my Kindle. That's exciting. We're gonna add that one on there. I'm excited because that's a book that I recently bought, and now I can say like, hey, I actually am not keeping this book on my physical TBR for months on months and months. It is now officially on my July TBR. We're getting through it. We're working through it. 21. Sorry, I just turned it so the picture probably went all crazy. But we got 21 in this little TBR. It is a prompt. There it is, a book with a love triangle. We're thinking romance. Let's see. I automatically went to Hopeless. This is the last book in the Trans Spring series that I have to read. I don't think it's a love triangle. It's not a love triangle. Okay. Bummer. Oh! I know. Where is it? Here it is. I have books literally everywhere in this book room, so I just have to look through it. I thought this book might have had a love triangle, but I don't think it does. Darn! It doesn't say expressly love triangle. That's the next book in the selection series, by the way, that I was just picking at. Okay, let me see. I think I'm gonna choose this one because this is Restore Me. This is the book 4 in the Shatter Me series. I read the first 3 books and both novellas, but I have not yet read the other half of the series. Shatter Me started out as a love triangle. I think it was mostly resolved in Ignite Me, which was the last book before this book, but I am going to include it because it takes place relatively soon after that last book, and it's between Aaron Warner, Juliet, and Adam. Adam got so much on my nerves, by the way. Throughout the selection series, he got on my nerves so bad. I don't know his last name, but it's between Adam. We're gonna include Shatter Me. I can't really tell you what this book, not Shatter Me, Restore Me. I can't really tell you what this book is about because it is the 4th book in a series, a very long series might I add, but I am trying to get through all my series before the end of the year, so we're gonna start with this one. The way that Ignite Me ended, I can't tell you because it's the 3rd book in the series, and it was a very good book. I really liked it. There's gonna be fallout, I think. So that is all I'm gonna say about this one because we already know spoilers channel over here. I'm excited for that one because I am just really seriously trying to get through my series. I feel like the amount of series I'm in the middle of is overwhelming me lately. Next we have 18. Here is number 18. It is a prompt, I believe. Yes. A book with yellow on the cover. Ooh, we have a lot of options for this one, I'm pretty sure. And I think they're gonna be summery because yellow is summery, right? I'm just gonna start looking at books that I've been wanting to read. Ooh, I have one. This one is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. It is a summer romance book. It is a new release. I actually just recently read Meet Me by the Lake by her, or Meet Me at the Lake, in a recent video. That was her book last year. This is her book this year. She's very good at writing an atmospheric book. Like, I feel like it is the perfect book to take to a beach read if you want to put yourself in where these characters are. Her writing is very atmospheric. I don't always love her characters' decisions they make. In the first 2 books I read by her, I didn't love the main characters' decisions they were making throughout the book. It just really rubbed me the wrong way. But I am going to give it a chance. It is still a good series, you know? So, I don't know. Basically, this one is about Lucy, and she is flying to be at her best friend's wedding, and I think she meets her best friend in adulthood. The only rule that her best friend has is don't fall in love with my brother. Lucy and unknowingly her best friend's brother have a one-night stand, and then Lucy realizes that's her best friend's brother, and that is the fallout they are dealing with from there. Immediately, there's nothing overtly that I feel like would like rub me the wrong way from that summary. It seems like a fun romance, maybe like a little bit of a secret romance. I don't know, we'll give it a try. I do want to catch up, and then I will be caught up on all of Carly Fortune's releases. That's exciting. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, we have 7. Oh, this is our last book. This is our last spinny book. That went by so fast. What's it gonna be? 14. Our last book. I think it's a book. Oh no, it is a prompt. It says set in the summer. What a perfect ending book for our July TBR. Okay, I've been wanting to read some summer romances. Ooh! Summer romance! Hello! Perfect. I just said I want to read some summer romances, and then I saw this book. Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I'm not sure how you say her name. I have been really wanting to read this book because A, it has a little excerpt from Abby Jimenez, like a quote that says a bingeable 5-star read, and I love her, and also from Carly Fortune, which is funny. This is a new author to me. I think she only has 2 or 3 more books out. Recently in the book community, I feel like people have been really hyping up Annabelle's books. This one specifically, I heard, is very moving, and your life doesn't end when you graduate college type thing. Like, she's an older character that's a mom, and she's going through a divorce, then she's finding love for a second time, I'm pretty sure. But it is more like about her discovering herself, and then the romance is just sort of like addition, but it's a lot of self-discovery, and I love when books do that, because that is why I really love Emily Henry books, because there is like that romance that is swoon-worthy and amazing, but the main girl character is dealing with something that has nothing to do with the romance, really, and I feel like that just fills out the book so much more. It just makes it so much more meaningful and well-rounded. So if that is what Annabelle does, then I'm going to love this book. So yeah, we're gonna pick Summer Romance as our last book. Okay, our stack doesn't look that intimidating. Actually, I feel like sometimes my stacks look crazy intimidating. This one doesn't. Here is our 8 books that we have chosen for our July TBR. Perfect for the summery vibe because they're not insanely huge books. Let's go through them one more time. Summer Romance. This is a prompt, a book that was set in the summertime. This summer will be different. Another prompt, a book that has yellow on the cover. Restore Me, which was another prompt. A love triangle. That was this one. Love triangle. We have One Last Shot, which is another prompt. We had a lot of prompts in this TBR, but One Last Shot. What was this one? A book with a number in the title. That was One Last Shot. Heartstopper, which is a book that the Advent Calendar chose for us, our first graphic novel, and one that I am very excited to get into. The Legacy, another book title that the Advent Calendar chose for us. Book Lovers, another title that the Advent Calendar chose for us. Siege and Storm, which was a prompt of a book that's part of a trilogy. So this is the second book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I feel like we had a good range this time. Like, honestly, we had like, what, 5 prompts and 3 titles that the Advent Calendar chose for us. Overall, I am very happy with this stack. Like, I feel like this is aesthetically pleasing to look at for some reason. There are definitely be videos on these books. I already have a video planned for The Legacy, The Heartstopper. The rest of them will be planned as well. And that is our final TBR for July. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Whoa. Bye! Is that awkward? I feel like that was awkward. Bye. Don't call you in the middle of the night. Couldn't even tell you why. They just felt like saying hi. So I've been very much into country music lately, but